City side by the looks of it. And a chance to look at the Campbelltown City side. We'll go through that in a moment. The Camden side, I don't think there's too many changes to their side. Just a quick scan of the program. It doesn't look like there's too many there. So the teams will go through those once we have them available. And the Camden Rams have taken the field for this final match. Mitch Ashkar, our referee for this under-18s, this reserve grade qualifying semi-final. So the losers are alive for this this match. So the losers will survive. We've got a couple of changes here. So jersey changes by anything by the looks of it for the Campbelltown City side. So the side, they've got Tuahu Kumura at fullback. It'll be Robert Morgan in 22. And the other winger don't have, so scratching around the 5. It'll be Stevie Munro in the centres and Dallas Greco on that far wing in jersey 5. So Dallas Greco back in the side for Anthony Dalton. The halves are Tiger Vatuve and Adrian Perumal. The forward pack, Jackham Johnson, Jordan Anderson, Amani Tufuni, Lucas McDonald, Reese Tucker. That's the forward pack. As we see, we're not quite ready. We had a full start. Ball off the mound. So the Campbelltown side in their traditional blue and gold. The Rams in their predominantly blue strips. So very similar here, these two sides. As we see the Kangaroos working out of their own end. They're running right to left as we look at it in the opening 40 minutes. The opening 35 minutes, my apologies. So a couple of jersey changes more than anything for the Campbelltown side. As the Rams make an early error out of Campbelltown City, so the opening scrum goes their way. And Nathan Milroa out of the side. Jersey 11, it'll be replaced by Tufoni. So let's see what the Rams have in attack here. Opening scrum of the evening for their side this afternoon. We'll have a look at that in just a moment. Apologies with the team sheets coming in very late this evening for these matches for Camden. Their side, Corey Richards at fullback, Daniel Ingram and Josh Wade on the wings. The centres are Kyle Simmons and Reece Donovan's in the number 1 jersey tonight, so he's playing at fullback. So Anthony DiCello's out for the Rams rather. Riley Thompson and Matty Kay are the halves. The forward pack, Chris Brown, Ben Blackburn, Mitch Napoleon, Pat Daly, Mitch Hickey and Andrew Horn. So only the one minor adjustment there. Ben Blackburn there in jersey 19 for those at the ground. Lane Storia on the bench has been named in jersey 4. So most of those players are not dissimilar to the team that's been named on the official program during the week. As we see Campbelltown City working out of their own end. And they've managed to hold out the Rams for that set. Ball through the legs and a bit of tunnel ball. So the Campbelltown City side have it about 25 metres out from their own line. I think we can officially, we're just about ready to officially welcome in my co-commentator for this reserve grade qualifying semi-final in Mark Dunn from MacArthur Insulation. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Mike. I'm back, just chasing the cow around the paddock.
You've got a thing for that cow, haven't you?
Yeah, I didn't catch him.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, just quietly.
Yeah, it's a good thing for him.
Not for the rest of us, though. That man Keeney, seriously, you need to do something about that.
Yes, I know. When we get a break in play, I'll put my tracksuit back on.
Thank you very much.
Because it's getting a bit cold up here. The wind's not. Yeah, it's a bit windy.
So we've got a bit of smoke out in the Barra Green Valley tonight. We've got an error here from Camden, so chance for the Kangaroos early on.
There was definitely a hand in there from Jordan Anderson that raked that ball out to City. The appeal from the Rams went unheard by Mitchell Asker.
The appeal dismissed, placing stand. And it looks like we've got to try to south.
He's been refereeing quite well over the last month, young Mitchell.
As we see Tuahu Kumaroa, fullback.
Tuahu.
Tuahu, is it?
Tuahu. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. Tuahu Komaera.
Komaera, okay.
Yep, that's how you pronounce his name.
You've obviously spoken to him and got the inside word.
Yeah, no, he's a junior from my previous club. Spent a long time there, signed up when he was 4 years old. So.
Okay. Well, apologies if we do get these names wrong. We are doing our level best as we see. That looks like the 19 out there for Campbelltown City. That'll be Jaden Kang, I think it is. Jaden Lang, my apologies to him. Marks right.
Yeah, sorry, I just had a quick look at the Union score, Mike.
Yes, I know. It's a good thing you're sitting down.
Something
we'll
wrong.
Come to that in a moment as we see Campbelltown City on the attack. Inside the 10 here. Early's chance on the last. Comes back and across, and the kick from Lucas McDonald will go dead off Camden, and it'll be a line drop out from under the post for Campbelltown City.
Yeah, that ball knocked out by Horney there. So, good defence from lock forward, being lazy on the in the in goal. But yeah, just talking about the Union, just go back to it very quickly. I think we might have to ring Fox Sports because I think their blokes have got the scores around the wrong way. There's no way that Australia is 17 and the Cheers Bros are 0.
The Choice Bros trailing 17-0 after 20 minutes down in Dunedin. As we see here at Sid Sharp Oval, only had a couple of minutes, 5 minutes in the first half. No scores yet for John Stonham and co-lawyers. The Campbelltown City Kangaroos on the attack, 25 metres out. That'd be the front rower there. I need to get his
number plate. Reece Tucker.
Reece Tucker, it is. There it is. I just lost him off my page for a moment. As we see Anderson out of dummy half. No, we don't. A lost ball in the play the ball. So it'll be a Camden scrum feed. 10 out from their own line. Just to the left, just in centre field at the Workers Club end of the ground.
Yeah, not a bad start to from either of the teams here, but just a costly error there for City. After getting a repeat set, just coughed the ball up on the third tackle.
As we see, it'll be Reece Donovan to feed the scrum for the Rams. 10 out from their, 15 out from their own line. They go to the left-hand side of the ground. Only make a few metres on that opening run. It's still inside their own quarter, the Rams. Just over 6 minutes gone in the first half of this game. No scorers yet. Between Camden and Campbelltown City, the winner progresses to next week's major semi-final against Mittagong. The loser will meet Narellan in the minor semi-final. First penalty of the afternoon for MacArthur Insulation inside the 10 against Campbelltown City goes the way of the Rams. So, kick will find touch around halfway through the boot of Matthew Kay. As we see.
Sorry, Mike, I'm just going to duck off and put my tracksuit on.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you're sick of looking at
it's
my
distracting.
It's a lovely colour, my yellow mankini.
Yeah, it seriously is distracting. We've got people around the commentary box here. We need to keep them, keep them
Maybe
away.
That's why the cow ran down the hill.
Yeah, it could quite possibly be. I don't know. Camden have it, 32 metres out from the Campbelltown City line. They come back to the right-hand side, turned inside. Nice ball there for Andrew Horn. He can't get through. He'll play it 25 metres out from the line. Out of dummy half, there's a good little scoot. They go to the left-hand side. That looks like Hickey taking it forward. Inside the quarter. Plays it 12 metres out from the line. On the left-hand side of the ground. They come back to the open right. Donovan has a bobble and a bauble and a fumble and a turnover there. And a little bit of penalty out of all of that to Campbelltown City. Lucas McDonald was in the neighbourhood, and I think the referee stamping his authority early on with that kick for touch on the ensuing penalty. Kick only finds about 10 metres though. Finds the line 32 metres out from the Campbelltown City line as they take the tap now. City with possession. Jordan Anderson taps it, looks for a runner, doesn't find one. Nobody running onto it there for City. As he takes the tackle, 33 metres out. So they go out of dummy half. City, looks like Morgan going for a run. Robert Morgan in 22, fall short of halfway when he plays it. Anderson out of dummy half, goes right hand side, turned back on the inside. That was a nice ball there from Tiger Vartuve. Finds a support runner on his left hand side, gets it on the outside to Jordan Anderson, who puts the ears back inside the quarter. Great ball on the inside there for the replacement for Campbelltown City, who scores the opening try of the evening. That'd be Hiram Palutu getting the try. And Palutu gets over for the opening try here of the evening, and we've got time off here. And the handbags are out, the Gucci's are up, but the boys have settled down very quickly. So it's 4-0 in favour of Campbelltown City over Camden. And the John Stonham & Co Lawyers scoreboard, MacArthur Insulation replay. We'll see the ball down the left-hand side, and Tiger Vartuve pushing through, and a nice inside ball there. Ended up in the hands of your mate Hiram. Done his mate Hiram William Palutu getting the opening try of the evening. So Campbelltown City leads 4-0 for John Stonham & Co Lawyers, and your boy Hiram gets the opening try, Dunny.
Yeah, he does. He's scored a few this year in the games that I've seen Hiram play in the under-18s and in reserve grade. He scored 2 tries earlier in the under-18s game, which broke the back of the Rams. They'll be glad to see the back of him, I'm pretty sure. But I saw him play against, could have been Mount Annan, Oakdale, under-18s. And he scored 7 tries in that. 7 tries in the under-18s game. And then he backed up in reserve grade and got 4 in reserve grade. So he scored 11 on the day, which is almost as good as me.
Almost.
So I scored 11 in one game. Went in to score my 12th and got tackled into the goalpost and dropped the ball. But that's a different issue. But yeah, 11's my best in a game.
As we see extras
added. Tawahu Komeera adds the extras.
That's what he said. Scoreboard, that's the thing I can say. Campbelltown City 6, Camden 0 for John Stonham & Co Lawyers. And we've had 10 minutes in the first half here at Sid Sharp Oval this evening. The final match of 3, as we see tomorrow afternoon. Well, tomorrow we've got 3 games. The Cup competition minor semi-final between Appin and Oran Park will be on from 11:30. Kick-off at 11:45 in that one. And then the 2 first grade qualifying, or the 2 first grade semi-finals. The ball's gone back. We've got a penalty to Camden. No, a penalty to Camden. I'm assuming it's for offside.
Yeah, offside. Come off the. Pretty sure that was Jordan Anderson that tried to catch the ball, and then the player that was in front of him played at the ball. So good call there by referee Ashkar.
Certainly was, as we see the Rams on the attack. Can they reply early in the final match of the evening here at Sid Sharp Oval? They're inside the 10, only about 7 or 8 metres out from the line. They come back to the left-hand side. There's Andrew Horn getting it from Reece Donovan. He can't break the line. 3 metres out when he's pulled down. They go left-hand side, they go short side. They've got to fight through the line, and there's a try to the Rams. A try to the Rams. So the points count as the Rams add the extras on the board. They get the opening try of the evening.
Yeah, I couldn't see who scored that. Just a little bit of smoke haze here at Sid Sharp Oval. But I'll get the try score for you very shortly, Mike.
That'd be very handy if you could do that for us, Dunny. We see the Magpies sitting back watching this one. They won't know what they're going to be doing on Monday, because it's Mad Monday for them. Narellan will be paying close attention to this game, with the Jets to meet the loser of this game in next week's minor semi-final. As the conversion attempt to be taken for for Camden. As we see the conversion attempt from Camden now being lined up. Conditions rather challenging here at Sid Sharp this evening. Conversion attempt is on his way. Flags go up. Conversion is successful. We're level at 6. Saturday Night Football, MacArthurSportsRadio.com, Group 6 League Live.
Yeah, Mitch Hickey was the try scorer there for the Rams. Just find Mitch's number.
Number 12 off the top of my head, yes.
Yeah, number 12, Mitch Hickey for the Rams.
And the conversion from...
it would have been number 2, Daniel Ingram.
Daniel Ingram, okay, thank you. So we're level at 6 on the John Stonham & Co. Lawyers scoreboard, and we've had 13 minutes in the first half as we see Camden working out of their own end. So 6-all is the score here at Sid Sharp Oval. The Kangaroos defending here, 25 metres out from the Camden line. Up over the 30 now as they play it. Here comes for the kick. And in fact, the kick's charged down. McDonald does a good job of applying pressure. Can Campbelltown City fall on the ball? They can. They've come up with it. I think that's the second rower in.
That's
Kifuni.
the hooker in Anderson with the
Anderson,
ball.
is it?
He's everywhere. Anderson.
He's had a busy start to the game, Jordan Anderson.
He has.
As we
He's
see,
even into dummy half. He's that good.
as we see, that looks like Kifuni taking it forward inside the quarter by 4 or 5 metres. End-to-end football in this qualifying semi-final. There's Vatuvei at first receiver, showing it inside for McDonald. Good run from Lucas McDonald, can't break the line this time. Pulled down 15 metres out, just in line with the right hand upright. Vatuvei at first receiver, shows it out the back. Nice ball there for Kumaroa. Kumaroa gets it to the winger in the corner, a beautiful dive there. I think that was Robert Morgan, is it? No, it's... It's a try to Campbelltown City nonetheless. We're just trying to confirm who the try scorer is for Campbelltown City. Fayagali, okay. So Francis Fayagali gets over for the try to make it 10 points to 6 in favour of Camden's opponents in Campbelltown City. So Fayagali adds the extras. It's now 10-6, the conversion attempt from wide on this left-hand touchline for Kumaroa. Tuahu Kumaroa has 1 from 1 this evening. I think Dunny just had a minor moment there, picking up the one piece of equipment there.
Just a reminder, the community announcement for those having a few ales at the local vocabulary. Set up on the way to the Oaks.
So the conversion attempt now from Kumaroa. Now, excuse me, the conversion attempt being taken from Kumaroa. It'll be about 22 metres out, only a metre or 2 in on this western side of Sid Sharp Oval. A fine, cool Saturday evening in the Burragarang Valley. Can he make it a 6-point game? We've had 16 minutes in the first half. Kick is on its way. Looks good off the boot, just across the face of goal. Unsuccessful. Conversion unsuccessful. Score remains 10-6. Campbelltown City 10 over Camden 6. And we've got 18 and a half minutes left in the first half. So... scoreboard in Campbelltown City's favour. I think, Dunny, you're all organised now. You've got yourself set up.
Yeah, I've picked up the right thing this time.
Do you normally have those issues?
It's the second time this season, to be honest. For those that are at home listening, I'm trying to time keep, ground announce.
And do some commentary with us.
And do the commentary. Watch the NRL. Watch the Cheers Bros. Last I looked, the Cheers Bros had scored, and it was
Well, I
17-7 in Australia.
I think it's 36-0 Melbourne at half-time, so we might have more interest in that game out at Dunedin this evening, even though it's the other code.
Yeah, I'll put that back on in a minute.
Thank you.
I had to turn it off because I actually had to ring somebody and ask them who the try scorer was. Cause
right.
just with that haze that's hanging over the ground.
Yes, there is a bit of a smoke haze here.
Yeah.
Sit sharp this evening. Lucas McDonald.
Yeah, they could have done that tomorrow when we weren't here.
Yes, out at Harvey Shepherd Field tomorrow. We'll be on air from 11:30.
I can't wait for those games tomorrow.
They are a couple of crackers. Camden and Mittagong in the knockout semi. Filmere and Campbelltown City in the qualifying semi. The ball's still in the field of play here. It's Fayed Ghali with it.
Yeah, that was great defence by Lane Storia there. And forced the error. Campbelltown City blowing up for some reason.
I think they were trying to argue the ball had gone out. And now they're arguing where the mark should be. The touch judge is down here about 30 metres out from the line, but the referee about 25 metres upfield.
Yeah, well, that's why he's the number one man. He's in the middle.
Yes.
And if you're from Camden, that's a great decision. If you're from Campbelltown,
it's a shocker.
It's a shocking decision.
It's an absolute Barry.
They're still blowing up. Lucas McDonald blowing up there at referee Ashkar.
As we see the scrum fed and won a little bit of afters here in the scrum. I think it was Reece Tucker and Andrew Horn exchanging.
Yeah, I just think they were repeating the earlier community announcement.
Yes.
With each other. So
just clarifying that.
Yeah, just clarifying the community announcement, which I'm not going to.
Not on air.
Not on air, but
do that. We've got a penalty here to Camden. They're about 35 metres out from the Campbelltown City line. A high tackle, the ruling from referee Ashkar.
Yeah, and Campbelltown City there, after that, decision that they had before, they've compounded the error with giving away a silly penalty.
As we see the Rams have it now inside the Camden attacking 30. They'll play it 29 metres out from the line on that right-hand side of the ground. So the Campbelltown City side having to defend 22 metres out from the line. Come back to the open side right. Through the hands, here's Matty Kay. Getting it back on the inside for Pat Daly. Daly up the middle, good run. Can't break through this time. Knocked over 19 metres out from the line. Comes back to the right-hand side, Kay. Where's he going to go? Goes to his centre there in Lane Storia, but the penalty goes to Camden. I think that might have been another high tackle, was it?
Yeah, that was the ruling from referee Ashkar, and as we see there, I think that's Matty Kay wanted to take a quick tap, but you can't take a quick tap inside the 10.
No, Pat Daly takes... Well, they can't take the flying tap. They have to wait for the mark. Daly has it 5 metres out from the line. Goes back to the right-hand side. Nice ball there. I think that's Andrew Horn for the line, only 2 metres out. He'll play it 10 to the right of the uprights. What have they got here, the Rams? Down by 4 rather. Down by 4 as they turn it back on the inside. That looks like Chris Brown, namesake, plays it 4 metres out from the line. Not sure what he's going to do here. He'll play it out of dummy half, goes to the left-hand side. Those red numbers are very hard to pick up on a smoky evening. Campbelltown City have possession though. 3 metres out from their own line. Driven back, referee says in goal, so line drop out from under the posts. Camden get a repeat set now at the other end of the ground. 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Campbelltown City 10, Camden 6 for John Stonham & Co lawyers. And we hear Mark Dunn's comments during the final series, thanks to our finals series sponsor, MacArthur Insulation.
Yep, still in the Union, 17-7 Australia with 5 minutes to go till half-time.
I can tell you in the NRL, it's Melbourne 36, Souths nil at half-time. Down in Melbourne, it's all one-way traffic down there this afternoon in the southern capital. We'll keep you across both those games between now and full-time, which will be around 7:30 about the time we finish our match tonight here at Oakdale. It's 10-6 in favour of the Roos over the Rams. Qualifying semi on MSR as we see the Rams on the attack, 22 metres out from the line. Don't forget tomorrow from 11:30 we'll be at Harvey Shepherd Field for the first grade semi-finals and the Cup Minor semi. As we see the Rams on the attack, putting it through their hands. Reece Donovan had to grab for it. Not the best pass out of Matty Kay. Referees got a forward pass though. A forward pass from Camden. So the scrum feed will go to Campbelltown City. 20 metres out from their own line. 20 in from touch on this western side of the ground. So 10-6 the scoreline, and we've got 12 and a half minutes to half-time. It hasn't been the cleanest game. The elimination semi was a much better quality game. This one hasn't been quite to the same standard.
No, well, hopefully in the second half, both teams can just hang on to the ball. Obviously, there's probably a little bit of dew, which makes it hard to hang on to the ball sometimes. But just quickly, just on the NRL scores, we've had 2 NRL games that have got 80 points, and then we've already got one that's 36-0 at half-time.
Yeah, the afternoon match had, I think it only had about 40 points in it, by comparison.
Yeah, well, I thought last night's match we were only going to get 20-odd points, but then the Cowboys turned on 20 points unanswered to beat the Tigers last night.
Here's Lucas McDonald for the Kangaroos, 35 metres out from the line, 15 in from touch, western side. Kumaroa, dummy half, gives it off to Vartuve. Spiral, torpedo, kick, good luck under that. Anybody want it? No, not really. Campbelltown City make a play for it. Ball comes loose, Campbelltown City come up with it, and it's going to be a knock-on from the Kangaroos. So again, out of all of that, play breaks down at the key moment. It'll be a scrum feed for Camden, 10 out, 20 in western side.
Yeah, correct call again from referee. There was a knock-on there, so another correct decision by the referee.
Only a slight error there from the Campbelltown City side, but was a right ruling nonetheless. As the Kangaroos now have to defend.
Yeah, through club stalwart Paddy Daly. Another one of those young fellas many years ago.
Would have started in the under-6s and worked his way up.
Yeah, he's always been a Camden boy. Had the pleasure of Paddy in the 2007 Harold Matts team. So that'd make Paddy 26, 27 now.
Okay. As we see the Kangaroos defending Camden just over the halfway line on that eastern side of the ground. Comes back to the open side right. There's a flat ball there. That looks like the second row in. Hickey upfield. Good run. Has support in the form of Matty Kay, but he can't handle. Ball goes to ground. Referee says no, it's gone forward.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. The Rams, I thought the referee got in the way there a little bit to the inside support. That's why he had to pull up and knock that ball on.
Yeah, certainly wasn't in the best position, referee Ashkar, at that split second, but can't really put that much on him for that one. He did
Yeah, I will say today, Mike, the refereeing today has been awesome across
has been excellent standard.
all 5 games today. Yeah, which is, normally we're talking about referees in other ways. Today we're talking about them.
In the positive.
They've all been positive,
Yes.
which is really good and a good sign going into the finals.
Yes, let's hope it continues tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure we'll have more top quality officiating from the men in the middle.
Yeah, it always helps when you're fighting for a spot. You want to do that first grade grand final, or you want to do the reserve grade grand final. So you sort of lift at this time of the year, as we see a one-on-one strip.
Oh, gee whiz.
A harsh decision there.
I
Not
agree.
Not sure where that come from.
I'm with you on that one. I thought
That's probably, we've put the mocker on the referees, saying about how good they were.
Well, he was.
That's probably the first wrong decision of the day.
Well, if that's the first bad call we've had today, I think we're going all right.
In 5 games of footy, I think it's pretty good.
I think it's very good. And that was a marginal call at worst. So a marginal decision going the way of Campbelltown City. They get a scrum feed, 40 out from their own line. As we see the Kangaroos now over the halfway line. They'll play it 3 inside their own half, and there's an error. So maybe the football gods.
Yeah, I didn't bring the can of sticky spray today. I do have a can that I normally keep in the boot of my car. For when I coach, normally like to use it. Some of the boys don't like it. They get out on the field, they make a tackle, they get grass and it sticks on their hands. And then they come up to you and go, well, what do I do? I said, well, the best thing you can do is take the grass off and your hands will still be sticky. And then normally you just get, okay. I didn't think of that.
Thanks, Coach.
But, normally they're the front rowers.
Oh, right, yes.
That say that as Camden make a change with furnace on and horn off.
Okay. As we see the Rams now 32 metres out from the Campbelltown City line. Conversion attempt not needed just now as we see the Rams on the attack. There's Lane Storrier on the right-hand side, can't get through the line. 23 metres out. He'll play it now, comes back. There's Furness in the 17, big Sean Furness. Good run from him, pops it out the back. Unfortunately, there's nobody there in the tricolours. Campbelltown City come up with it, and they hold on to the possession. And the scoreboard lead 10 points to 6. We've got 6:45 to half time.
Yeah, not sure what Big Shawnee was thinking there. All he had to do was hang on to the ball. Camden get another couple of play the balls 10 metres out from the try line. Pretty silly offload. And he's fresh. He's just come on the field, so it can't be fatigue.
No, certainly not the right option there from Furness there, as we see Campbelltown City working out of their own end. Here's the lock forward. Taking it for the Kangaroos. So Jack and Johnson out there in the 12. As they play it now, 5 short of halfway, the Kangaroos. Ball from Kumaroa. Back on the inside, he'll get it once again. There's Anderson keeping it alive. That's a horrible pass. Did that come off the arm? Yes, according to the referee. Jack and Johnson just got a fingertip to that one. And a scrum count from MacArthur Insulation. He's 6-4 in favour of the Rams. Penalties 4-1 to the Rams. Now MacArthur Insulation stats sheet.
Yeah, the only player there from Campbelltown City that wasn't actually blown up was Johnson, because he actually knocked the ball on.
Because he did do it.
All the other players were blowing up.
And that's always a good giveaway, isn't it? When you see the
instigator or
the offender.
The offender, yes.
The offender never blows up about it. Then it must have been a right call.
No, a couple more replacements for the Rams with Brown.
Yeah.
Brown on. And
actually find who that other replacement is.
Corey Richards on.
Here's a run upfield from Camden inside the quarter. Looks like one of the back rowers there as they cross on the right-hand side of the ground. A good run there. I just need to pick up the number plate of who
that was Mitch Hickey again.
Mitch Hickey has a double in the first half. So Campbelltown City now level with Camden. 10 points all in the first half. We've got 5 minutes remaining, or just under the 5-minute remaining mark in the first half. We're at Sid Sharp Oval tonight, and that was a nice piece of play down the right-hand side. Hickey set it up and scored his second for the evening. He's 10-all with a kick to come from the right-hand side of the ground. As we go around the grounds. Second half underway in the NRL. Melbourne 36, Souths 0. Wallabies deep under pressure here in the Bledisloe Cup. 17-7 they lead, and is that going to be a try? Yes, it will. Try to New Zealand in stoppage time of the first half, so 17-12 will be 17-14 with the conversion attempt from beside the uprights. And that will no doubt be the last play of the first half.
He's playing well, Mitch Hickey, for the Rams. That's 2 tries he scored. That was a great run. Although he ran 500 metres to go 30 metres, he got there in the end across the try line.
Certainly did a nice job. He has a first half double to his name. As we see the conversion attempt from Daniel Ingram now. He'd be 21 metres out, 10 in from touch, western side of the ground. And that's a lovely kick from Daniel Ingram. He's got 2 from 2 tonight. Puts the Rams in front, 12-10. And we've got 3.5 minutes to half-time here at Sid Sharp Oval. And that is the score in the Bledisloe Cup. Half-time, Wallabies 17, New Zealand 14. So the Wallabies doing well tonight. Can they hold on for another 40 minutes? Certainly in a better position than they were last week. And another try. Billy Slater has one tonight for the Storm. It's now 40-0. Melbourne leading Souths with 35 minutes remaining. from the restart. Here's a good run. That looks like Sean Furness. Fired up tonight, the Furness. He'll play it 28 metres out from his own line. Goes to the left-hand side. That looks like namesake Chris Brown playing it 15 short of halfway. Comes back to the right-hand side. In fact, there's Brown now with it, so that might have been Napoleon playing it before. Brown now 8 short of halfway. There's Furness once again. And Furness plays it a metre short of halfway. Left dummy half, Ben Blackburn gives it off. There's a good run upfield from the Rams inside the Campbelltown City half by about 8 metres. Now the kick downfield from Matty Kay on the last. Not the best. Sits up nicely for Faugali, Francis Faugali, younger brother of Steve, who plays it now 15 metres out from his own line. And we've only got a matter of 2 minutes to go. The 2-minute warning's just sounded in the first half here at Sid Sharp Oval tonight, the final match of 5. On Group 6 League Live, MacArthurSportsRadio.com. We've had the last 3 of the evening and we'll have the last 3 tomorrow. Full book of 5 matches tomorrow as we see the kick find the line from Campbelltown City, 29 metres out from the Camden line. The Rams will have another scrum feed. So the score 12-10 in favour of Camden at almost half time. We're just over a minute remaining, 75 seconds to go. So this will just about be the last set of the half, you would think.
Yeah, the Campbelltown Kangaroos fullback is down in back play here. Tawahu Komera getting some attention from the trainer.
Looks like a right ankle.
Yeah, well, they can't afford to lose him, Campbelltown City Kangaroos. He's been one of their better players throughout the year.
As we see him receiving attention, we'll quickly whip around the grounds once again. Melbourne 42, Souths nil in the NRL for MacArthur Insulation. 7.5 minutes in the second half. And at half-time, Bledisloe Cup out of Dunedin. The Wallabies 17 leading New Zealand 14. Approaching the half-time break. So this scrum, a little bit of niggle in the scrum here. Not niggle, but a little bit of to and fro here. I think Lucas McDonald exchanging pleasantries with one of the front rowers as the Rams have the ball now 30 metres out from their own line. In the shadows of the half-time hooter. We'll hear that in a moment. The Rams 10 short of halfway as they play it now. They'll take the couple of tackles remaining in the half. As we see the Rams on halfway. And a second or 2 remaining in the first half. They turn it back on the inside. A heavy tackle there. 5 inside the Camden half. Camden attacking half, and that's stung the Camden player there. He's back on his haunches. That's hurt him. Still a little bit of time remaining in the first half. Rams inside the 40. There's the hooter in the background for half-time. So that will do us for the first 35 minutes here at Sid Sharp Oval. Half-time in the qualifying semi. It's Camden 12 leading Campbelltown City 10. We'll be back with the second half after this. From 11:30 tomorrow morning at Sid Sharp Oval. So we're ready for the final 35 minutes of Saturday football here on MSR. It's Camden leading 12 points to 10. We're set for the second half. There's the whistle in the background. We are away. 40 minutes remaining, or 35 minutes remaining in this game. As we see the Rams bringing it off their own line in the opening set of the match. Mark Dunn's back in the box with me. What would the coaches have said at the break, Dunny? I think they'd both be reasonably happy, as we said.
Actually, there was quite, they were reasonably happy, but there was a lot said from both sheds. I sort of stuck around and had a little bit of a listen.
Had the glass to the door?
Yeah, just a little bit of a listen. Campbelltown City, obviously, ball control.
Yep, Anthony Dalton in charge of the Roos.
Yep, and Crouchy was pretty much the same with the Rams.
Okay, so ball control, the key message from tonight's...
Yeah, from both coaches.
From both coaches, okay. Interesting. Any changes that you'd be making at halftime, or anything you think needs addressing? Obviously, handling hasn't been the best. We've had 11 scrums in the first half, so not a great.
Yeah, so that just means 11 drop balls, pretty much, or maybe 10 drop balls and one that went out.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like too in that first half. It was a little bit scrappy, but yeah, just hang on to the ball. I would have said the same thing. The more you hang on to it, the more you control the game.
Yep. So the Rams leading Campbell. We've got a turnover on the last. Have we a turnover on the last?
Yeah, there
forward
was
pass. Was
a
it
forward
okay?
pass. Yeah, didn't look forward from where I am, but you know, I've
Referees-
been known that my eyes deceive me at times.
Oh, I've had that issue on many occasions, so you're not the only one there. Referee Ashcar in a better position than us. We'll go around the grounds from MacArthur Insulation. Early stages, second half. Bledisloe Cup, Australia 17, New Zealand 14 on the attack inside the quarter. And Melbourne in complete control over Souths. 54-0 the score there after 59 minutes at Melbourne this evening. Tonight's match, the Sharks and the Roosters in the NRL from Shark Park, as it used to be, as it's affectionately known by just about everybody. Campbelltown City have the ball through Perumal. There's the lock forward out there. Pushing on now the Campbelltown City side on the attack. 20 metres out from the line. Vartuve calling for it at first receiver and puts it down. Had a Captain Cook at that one. And Camden will have the scrum feed 30 metres out from their own line. So they get led off the hook here. Camden once again.
Yeah, you got another changeover, so at least they're hanging on to the ball here for the till the last tackle. As we've seen, 2 changeovers in a row. Very unusual. No kicks.
No, neither team getting to the kick on the last, as we see the Rams bringing it out of their own half this time, 5-7 metres short of halfway.
So I'm just querying, did South go to Melbourne to play cricket? So they're none for 54.
Yeah, well, it's something like that.
Right.
None for 54 after 60, so yeah, batting well.
Yeah, Melbourne is batting well.
Yes.
Just talking about cricket, I think pretty sure the first test start
Tomorrow
tomorrow
afternoon in Dakar. And should also give a shout out. We'll do that in just a moment.
That's a great break by Benny Blackburn there. Just tackled 2 metres from the line.
They go out of dummy half, and did he get it down? I don't think he did. The referee's going to say no, held up. So I'll give that little shout out. The Campbelltown Ghosts in the Sydney Grade Cricket, or New South Wales Premier Cricket as it's now known. Their season starts September 24, a week after the grand final, or September 23, my apologies. They are at home as well. See if I can find that draw. There he is. Sutherland. The Sharks make the trip across to Rugby Sports Complex for that opening match of the season.
I can tell you, there's a young fella that plays for Picton under 18s, Ryan Clark.
Yes.
He's old
Who's
man.
a very handy footballer in his own right.
He's a very handy footballer, and he's a very, very good cricketer. Plays. He used to play for the Ghosts. He's now playing for Blacktown.
Ah, yes.
His father is the captain of Blacktown first grade, Tony Clark.
Tony Clark, yes.
So
an
I
established
played.
name there.
Yep. So I'll get to the story here.
By the way, Campbelltown City working out of their own end, 25-30 metres.
I was there
from
footy
their
game
own
on.
line.
Yep, sorry. So I played cricket with Tony
Yes.
30 years ago.
Yes, and Tony's still running around in top grade.
Yes, and I did ask him the other week when I saw him at Picton, are you still going? Are you backing up? And he said yes. So he said, while the body's still young, and I said, come on, Clarkie, you're older than me. But while the body's still young, he's still going to play cricket, and he's still playing at Blacktown.
Yes, for the Warriors out there.
Yeah, but he's an old Sutherland boy.
Sharky, yes.
Won a first grade premiership back in 96, 97 when we flogged Bankstown. The Bankstown team had a couple of wars, like 4 of them.
Yes.
They also had a Scott Thompson, a Wayne Holdsworth.
I was about to mention Cracker Holdsworth would have been in that side.
Corey Richards.
Corey Richards?
Yeah, he's a young Corey Richards.
I thought he would have still been at Campbelltown back then. Without.
No, a young Corey Richards.
And I'm sure people like Jason Elsmore, if he's listening, Elsie, I'm sure you'd be able to confirm or otherwise these these names. And
the Sutherland side, I can tell you the bowling lineup for Sutherland. It was one person by the name of Glenn McGrath.
GD McGrath.
Yep. And then Stuart Clark.
Clark, yes.
SCG McGill.
Yes.
And then there was a young under-19s player, Daniel McLaughlin, played for Australia under-19s,
Yes.
played a few games for Western Australia a couple of years ago. And then there was all-rounder Jason Holly, who could just chuck him down at about 140.
A lazy 140 clicks.
Yeah, but when you've got a bowling attack like that, it was a flat Bankstown wicket too.
Well, I can tell you 20-something years later, Bankstown Oval hasn't improved. Still an absolute road.
Yeah.
And Jared Burke, I don't know if Burke's listening, but he played there last year. He's made the trip back to Rugby for this season. Berkey and Phil Wells will tell you that was an absolute road for them.
Yeah, I played on Carringbar a few times and scored quite a few runs there. Talking about roads.
Well, Rugby in its day can be a bit of a road when it wants to be, as we see back here. There's a rugby league game, by the way. You haven't missed
penalty to Campbelltown City. A little bit of afters.
Yeah, penalty count 5-2 from Carter Insulation. By the way, the score hasn't changed. It's still 12-10. Camden leading Campbelltown City, and we're down to 27:40 remaining in the second half of this game. So
yeah, and it's still like 160-0 in Melbourne.
Yeah, none for 54. And the Wallabies still up 17-14 early in the second half in Dunedin. So a bit of an upset could be on the cards as we see the Kangaroos taking it forward over the 40 now inside the Camden half. We'll get back to the rugby league for the time being. As we see the Rams on the left-hand side, that looks like Lucas McDonald trying to work a bit of magic out there. He's eventually going to be wrestled down 2 and 3 in the tackle to stop him 25 metres out. Anderson, not the best ball for Kumaroa. Keeps it alive. There's a good support runner there on the inside. The inside hip finding some ground, 22, 23 metres out from the line. Campbelltown City on the attack. There's Morangi in the 14 playing it now, 11 metres out. Anderson out of dummy half, good little scoot, Jordan Anderson, only 3 metres from the line when he stopped. Arm up from Ashkar, last tackle, under the posts. To the left-hand side, bad pass, will it sit up for Campbelltown City? They'll get 6 more tackles. 6 more tackles. Kumaroa comes up with it for the Roos, 9 metres out from the line. What can they produce here in the early stages of the second half? They go out of dummy half, good scoot there for 4 or 5 metres. As the Rams hold on for dear life here in front by 2. What can they produce? Kangaroos out of dummy half. Anderson has a scoot, doesn't get through the line.
He's been their best player tonight, Anderson, for the Campbelltown City Kangaroos.
He's been very good tonight as we see the ball back and across. Vartuve for Perumal. Out wide for Stevie Munro, I think it is. Munro flicks it back on the inside, not the best ball there. Fayogali can't clean up. Camden come up with it 30 metres out from their own line. And the referee's going to say, knock on Camden. Knock on from Camden. So Campbelltown City scrum feed. They hold on here, the Roos.
Yeah, the bench not happy there. They thought it should have been a penalty to the Rams for a little bit of push and shove, but there was certainly no hands there, and you can use your hips and your shoulders to jostle for the ball. As we see a scrum packed in the where are we? 30 metres out. I'll try my best. Mike's just having some technical issues, so I'll try my best to call what's happening. The moo cow, there's a knock on there at the back of the scrum, which was missed by the referee. But just in saying that, I might go and chase those cows while Mike's not looking, because he can't say anything at the moment. As Campbelltown City on the attack. Through Morangi. Plays it to his brother Morangi.
I think we're just about right to be back up and running once again. Having some technical issues here at Sid Sharp Oval late in the evening.
You're back now, I can hear you.
Yes, you can hear me. I'm hoping everyone else can hear me at the same time. As we see Campbelltown City on the attack. And waiting for those technical issues to be resolved. As Campbelltown City try and attack here. Have they scored? No, they've forced an error.
Yeah, great defence there by the Rams. Got a change over on the last tackle again.
And,
Still sorting out our technical issues.
I think we're back up and running. I think we're going to be right now, Mr. Dunn. Thank you. I think we've got everything sorted for the time being, or if not very shortly, we'll be back up and going once again. So just bear with us for the moment. As we see the clock restart once again. Camden working out of their own end. Good push forward here from Campbelltown City. And they've still got the ball now. I think we're right. We're back up and going. There we go. So if you were away for the last couple of minutes, apologies. We had some technical issues. You haven't missed anything. Score remains Campbelltown City trailing Camden 12 points to 10.
As Camden just turned the ball over 30 metres out from their own try line. Now they'll have to defend again. They've defended pretty well in this first half, the Rams, but they just need to keep defending. They're just turning over way too much ball, and I'm sure that Cranky Crouchy won't be happy.
No, certainly not. We haven't missed anything for those who've been away for a short little period while we had some technical issues. They've been resolved, so thank you for staying with us for the time being as we see Campbelltown City on the attack. It looks like Marangi, I think it was, playing it now. Deep in attack here, Campbelltown City. They've had a lot of possession in the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's is that Reese Tucker, I think it was, for the line, only 2 or 3 metres out. He'll play it at the southern end of the ground. Comes back to Vatuve. Vatuve holds it up. Kumaroa, what can he do? He'll go to the outside on the whirling dervish to nowhere in particular and gets thrown to ground. Ragdolled, Brett Hodgson style, out of dummy half. That's the winger there on the far side in Dallas Greco. Greco roaming his way towards the line, wrestling for every metre. Can't get over the top and he'll play it a metre out on the last. Back to Varduve, the little Fred Flintstone. That's a beautiful try. Adrian Perumal gets over for the Roos to score. That was lovely play there from Perumal. The little dabble do you from Fred Flintstone. That was lovely work there from Tiger Varduve. And Perumal gets over to score for the Kangaroos to make it 14 points to 12 on the John Stoneman Co. Lawyers scoreboard. And we've got 21 minutes remaining in this match tonight, and a very good comeback here. Campbelltown City camped in their attacking half for a while there, Dunny, on the MacArthur Insulation replay. They did a good job of controlling possession, and they've certainly struck back with a nice try.
They had a lot of possession on the line there, but great defence by Camden. But for about 5-6 minutes, unfortunately, the kick through from Camden wasn't covered up, and Camden scored. As we see Tawahu Kamara lining this kick up.
Your technical issues there, Dunny.
Oh no, there's still 20%. There's plenty of time left in the old bat phone there. Don't worry about that.
You're okay for the time
being?
being?
That'll get me through till tomorrow.
Okay, no worries.
It's not a Samsung and it's not an Apple, so.
Oh, okay.
It'll.
Oh, hello. Looks like we've got some afters down in Melbourne. Big Sammy Burgess charging in.
There's Tawahu Kamara adds the extras. Campbelltown City leading 16 points to 12 over the Camden Rams.
And we've got 20 minutes remaining in this game here at Sid Sharp Oval tonight. Kangaroos out by 4, so a good comeback from the Kangaroos in the second half. And Kumaroa has 2 from 3. Ingram 2 from 2 with the boot tonight. As we see the restart of play. Now the Kangaroos working it out of their own end. And they'll go down the left-hand side. Campbelltown City on the attack. And they produce something here to secure their lead. As the Rams now have to defend 40 metres out from their own line. As we see the Kangaroos on the attack. There's a good run there. That was Jacob Johnson And Johnson over the 30. Good run there.
He just ran straight through. Big hole there.
Certainly did. Kumaroa to the right-hand side. Where's he going to go? He'll go into the defensive line. Can't break the line this time.
Stayed on the field. I was pretty sure that the rules are quite clear. If you throw a punch, you're in the sin bin.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Unless you're Sam Burgess.
Well, I didn't see the incident, so not sure what happened there. Apologies for the issues we're having at the moment. Having a few technical problems, so please bear with us for the time being. We are doing our best to.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest to keep calling here, Mike.
You're okay for the time being, Dunny, but these are issues that even I can't control for the time being.
Camden have the ball 40-metre line, and they kick down to Tuahu Kamara, who brings it back from Campbelltown City, and he's tackled about 30 metres out from his own try line.
He certainly is. We're about 25 metres out on the attack from their own line. Campbelltown City down to 17:50 remaining in this one at 16-12. Campbelltown City leading Camden on the John Stonham & Co Lawyers scoreboard. We hear Mark Dunn for MacArthur Insulation, our finals series sponsors. We thank them for coming on board during the season this year as Tiger Vaitive sends it downfield. That's a lovely looking kick. Is that going to find the line inside the quarter? No, it missed by about a metre. Missed it by about a metre or two, not much more in it. And that was a lovely looking kick downfield, but the Rams will have the scrum feed 21 metres out from their own line and 20 in from touch on this western side of the ground. So the MacArthur Insulation penalty count 5-2 in favour of Camden at the moment. As we see the second half continuing midway through that second half, just over the halfway mark. As we see the scrum fed and won by Camden, 22 metres out from their own line. They come back to the left-hand side. Skip step there from the Rams. One-on-one strip play on the call. Referee's going to say no and knock on from Camden. Knock on from Camden. So an error for the Rams, and the Kangaroos will have a scrum feed. 30 out, 20 in on the western side. Down to 16:25 remaining in this one. Well and truly on the line. The winner goes through to meet Mittagong next week in the major semi-final. The loser to meet Narellan in the minor semi next Saturday afternoon at Mittagong Sports Ground. Those games again kicking off, I think it's around 12 o'clock next Saturday or 12:15. As we see, I think that's Little Bay Morangi in the 14.
Yeah, looking forward to
that's Morangi.
Looking forward to the trip down to the Highlands next week. I might even book a room and stay down there, Mike.
Yeah, well, that would not be the worst idea to stay the night and not risk the drive home. I'll make the trip back and then head to Picton on Sunday for major semi-final day next week. But we've got to get through tomorrow first at Camden. The major and minor, the qualifying and elimination semi-finals tomorrow at Harvey Shepherd Field. That'll be a penalty to Camden. That will be a penalty to Camden.
Yeah, the Camden supporters have been calling that for a little while here.
15 and a half minutes to go. 16-12. Campbelltown City leads it.
Yeah, that it should have been a sin bin there for the Campbelltown City player for a professional foul, but a referee allows play to go on, and Camden restart 35 metres out from the try line.
Is Sean Furness wins another penalty inside the 10 this time. So back-to-back penalties. Makes it 7-2 on the MacArthur Insulation stats sheet this evening.
Well, that could have been judged as a shoulder charge too there.
As we see Furness breaking through the line, almost out the other side. 8 metres out from the line. He'll play it now. Out of dummy half. There's a good little scoot there from, I think that was Blackburn. He's going to say held up in goal. So back to the 10 we come. Back to the 10 we come for the play the ball now. As we see the Rams deep in attack here.
Yeah, that was actually Greg Bentham.
Bentham was it in the 9?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting. I actually thought he got there then, but
Referee in better position.
referee's in a better position than my young eyes. I'll give you the tip.
Rams on the right-hand side. Ball goes to ground. Ball goes to ground. Knock on from Camden. They can't hold on. It's 16-12 Campbelltown City. And they're holding on the Roos in front by those 4 points. The one try in the second half to Adrian Perumal about 10 minutes ago. That was a nice piece of play there to put the Roos in front 16-12 with 17 minutes remaining. 20 minutes remaining, we're down to 13 and a half as the Roos bring it out of their own end. The qualifying semi-final, the winner to meet the Lions. Only the one loss this year, that was to Picton. They're out of contention as we see another knock-on from Campbelltown City. Camden on the attack once again, having all the running this afternoon or this evening. We're at Sid Sharp Oval in the last 5 minutes. It's 16-12 in favour of the Rams. Opponents in Campbelltown City for John Stonham & Co Lawyers. 13 minutes remaining in this qualifying final here at Sid Sharp Oval this evening. This will be our final match for the night for everybody. So stay with us tomorrow. We'll have the cup match between Appin and Oran Park from 11:30am, kick-off 11:45. Then it's the qualifying final from 1:15. It's Campbelltown City and Thirlmere, Camden and Mittagong, the elimination final at 3. Sudden death football, only on MSR. Furness for the line. They're not going to stop him. Did he get it down? Yes, he did. Big Sean Furness is in for the Rams. We're level at 16. They're celebrating the Rams. Up you Ram as they cry. 12 minutes remaining in this one. We're level at 16. So a good finish on the cards here, with Sean Furness crashing over for the Rams to make it 16-16. Kick to come from wide on the left. And that's on the John Stonham & Co Lawyers scoreboard. Ticking under 12 minutes to go. As we see the conversion attempt being lined up by Daniel Ingram to put the Rams in front by 2. So this game far from over just yet. We're a long way from done here at Harvey.
No, mate, I'm just here.
Thank you. As we see the conversion attempt now.
Yeah, I didn't go too far. I'm still here.
You're still
but
here.
yeah, that's a great run by Sean Furness. That was like a freight train going through.
Yes.
And that's what you need, a big body running at tired backs. And yeah, good try from Furness as we see Ingram lining this ball up. Important kick here, 16 all. Good kicker, Ingram too. Hopefully I don't put the mocker on him.
Put the moz on him. You have done it before. He's 20 out.
Once today.
7 in. Kick on its way. No, not this time.
No,
across the face.
I'll put the mocker on him, and
it wasn't a bad strike from Ingram, to be fair. We're level at 16 with
it was a good
45.
It was a good strike, and it's just gone across the face of the uprights there. But
just across the face.
Just made a comment at the back of the commentary box there about all we need's a draw for the last match of the night.
Oh no!
Just
surely.
So we can stay here for a little bit longer.
Oh please. I don't think any of us really needs any of that. We do go to golden point should we need it. As Furness, the try scorer, charges into the line from the restart. That's a good run from Sean Furness over the 30. Good run from the kick-off. Rams on the charge here. 16-16 the score. 10 minutes remaining. Here's a chance for the Rams over the halfway line. Nice sidestep, Kyle Simmons to the 20, to the 10. He'll get there. Try Camden. 2 in a row. Simmons gets there. And we've got just under 10 minutes remaining. It's now 2016. The voice is barely holding for John Stonham & Co Lawyers. That was a great try, long range. Sean Furness took it on the first. Then it went to the left-hand side. Kyle Simmons got it back on the inside and went the last 30 metres, put the ears back and headed for the line and managed to get there just in the nick of time. The voice is wobbling.
Your voice is wobbling there, but certainly Kyle Simmons wasn't wobbling. Made that to the try line pretty easy. I can tell you the chase from Dallas Greco, he's no slouch when it comes to a run. I remember back in the under 11s, Dallas was a front rower, and then he came to my team in the under 12s, and he wanted to play fullback. So it's a big change from front rower in mod football.
That is a change of epic proportion from front row to fullback.
Yeah, and he hasn't really grown since 11 years of age. So
still, does he qualify as an inch high?
No, he's not an inch high. He's,
okay.
No. He's
not that small.
No, he's a bit bigger than an inch high. No, Timmy Dengate gets the inch high award of the year for first grade.
Yes. And now Daniel Ingram, a crucial kick. He does add the extras. Had a little bit of left to right on it.
Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see what Camden do here if they get back up the other end, with whether they have a shot or for field goal or not.
Well, now with 8 minutes remaining, it's 22-16. I'll see if the voice can hold out for the next 8 minutes. And the John Stoneman Co-Lawyers scoreboard. Camden 22, Campbelltown City 16. Have the Roos got one more trick in their book for tonight? Furness winds up that frame of his once again from the restart. Good run from him, and he stays in the field of play by 3 blades of grass. 33 metres out from the line. They come back to the right-hand side, the open side. Hard up against that western touchline. Up to the 40 now. That looks like Andrew Horn with it. He'll play it now as they take it forward. I think that's Daly there. 3 short of halfway. Blackburn to the right-hand side. Show and go there. Riley Thompson can't get through the line. Driven back in a good 2-man tackle. 42 metres out from the Campbelltown City line. Blackburn, Furness. Hasn't he been a big man in the last 10 minutes? Both figuratively and literally. Ball bobbling around. Camden come away with it in the end. That's Corey Richards with it. And a knock on from Campbelltown City, so they'll keep possession here. The Rams on the attack. They're up by 6, and we're down to 7 minutes remaining in the qualifying final. This has been a good game of footy in the last 10 minutes. Bit of a slow start, a bit of a sleeper to get going. But once it got up and going, it was a really good game to finish off. Can the Rams put it to bed?
Yeah, a bit scrappy in that first half, but obviously with the coaches saying they wanted a few more completions in the second half, both teams have done that. And we've had an exciting game of footy. So 6 points in it with 6 minutes to go. Anyone's game has Camden on the attack, 30 out.
As they try and break through this Campbelltown City defensive line. Inside the quarter, wrestled down 15 metres out. They're on the attack here, the Rams. Deep and wide to the left-hand side. What can they do here? There's the fullback. Reece Donovan plays it. 8 metres out, but the ball's gone forward. The ball has gone forward. So an error there from the Rams. Campbelltown City led off the hook. 6 minutes to go. 22-16 the score for John Stoneman Co-Lawyers. So it's been a good game of footy tonight.
Yeah, and I can still see those two Oran Park World boys. They're still here.
They've done a great job tonight, haven't they?
Brody and Ryan, this is their third game.
Third in a row. So
backed up for tonight.
They've put in a solid effort like we have, although we've been here for a couple before we went on air mid-afternoon. Campbelltown City playing it now. I think that's Fayagali playing it. As we see the Kangaroos trying to work out of their own end. Down by 6 points, 5.5 minutes to go. So the clock becoming an issue for them. They need to get to the other end of the field. They're about 73 metres from where they need to be at the southern end. Campbelltown City taking it forward. That's a good run from the Kangaroos. Up to the 40. That's more like it from the Roos. I'll play it 10 short of halfway. For the kick from Vartuve. Says, let's go, boys, out of here. To the other end. Reece Donovan takes it. 20 out from his own line. Tries a little shimmy shake. Can't get through the line. There's 3 blue and golds there to stop him. 25 out from the line. He'll play it now. Out of dummy half, a good solid run there. That's a nice run, actually. Josh Wade. Wade, haven't called his name too much tonight. gets back slammed 41 metres out from his own line. Just to the left of centre field. Rams working towards the Workers Club end in the second half. Down to 4.5 minutes, a 6-point lead. Both teams still alive next week regardless of the result. The winner will play Mittagong, the loser plays Narellan in the minor semi. We'll have both of those games next Saturday evening for you. There's Thompson taking it forward. Pops it out the back. Good hands there. Nicely taken. Kyle Simmons. Simmons down the western touchline. Cuts back on his right. Couldn't get through the tackle there. Perumal around the legs.
He's probably lucky he ducked then, Simmons. Otherwise, he might have lost his head.
As we see the punch kick towards the end goal. Nicely taken. Dallas Greco. Can't get through the line this time. Still going. 15 metres out from his own line. He'll be stopped eventually. He'll play it now. Out of dummy half they go, the Kangaroos. They need to get on their bikes up the other end of the ground, up to the 30. Fayagali. That's Francis Fayagali playing it 31 metres out. In fact, he's very slow to his feet. 3:36 remaining, 3:35 as the clock stops. So 3:35 remaining in this one. 22-16 the score for John Stodham & Co Lawyers. And we've heard Mark Dunn for our finals series sponsor in MacArthur Insulation. Thank you to Dennis Hillier and the team for coming on board for the finals.
Yeah, don't forget our interview tomorrow with Dennis's daughter. Just trying to find her name here, Kalala.
Yes.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, well, you're in charge of that one, mate. You've organised that. You're on your own.
Yeah, I think just as long as I've got a beep sign.
Yes, I don't have one of those, I'm afraid. So you might be in a...
Yeah, no, we'll give her the warning before we go, and she's actually looking forward to the interview. I did have a quick chat to her today.
Okay.
Asking some questions.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't wait for that interview tomorrow.
That'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. We might do that early in the day when
Campbelltown Kangaroos trying to milk a penalty there, as we see.
Little chip over the top from Vartuve. Perumal pushing through, couldn't break through the line.
Yeah, Benny Blackburn
did a good job covering the defence there.
He did well there.
Full-time NRL, Melbourne 64, Souths 6 are hiding for the Bunnies down in Melbourne tonight. But here, 22-16, and what's the tickety tock showing? 2:40 remaining. So the Rams holding on. A proverbial fingernail grip on the lead. Far from over this one. As we see the Rams on halfway. Go to the right-hand side. Making 4 or 5 metres there. That looks like Daly taking it forward. He's been solid tonight, the second rower. As they play it now, the kick doesn't come this time. I thought it was coming there from Matty Kay, but it wasn't. He got dumped on his back after he got the ball away at the same time. They play it now, 37 metres out. Comes back to the kick now. Kay, in fact, Kay does put it up in the air. Up and down in the same area. That'll bounce wickedly. Will it stay on the field of play? No, it won't. Penalty to Campbelltown City out of all of that. I think it might have been for inside the 10. So penalty for inside the 10, Campbelltown City. Penalty count is 7-3 on our sheet for MacArthur Insulation. And we're down to the final 2 minutes of this one. And you wouldn't bet against either side winning or going to Golden Point. Converted try to the Roos. Ties it up at 22 inside the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I think Camden can't lose from here with a minute 30 to go. Not in regulation time anyway. But they just got to defend well here for this one set of 6 as the clock keeps counting down.
As we see the Kangaroos finally in decent field position. Vartuve showing it. Perumal gives it off. There's a nice ball out wide for his centre in Lucas McDonald. McDonald fighting for every metre. Gets knocked over, 37 metres out.
Yeah, bad signs there for the Rams. They're just not tackling.
Here's a good run from Tufuni.
They've got to complete the tackles, the Rams, if they want to hold on and win this game.
Now it's the second rower in Jackham Johnson inside the quarter, 15 metres out. 22 in from touch, western side. Down to 45 seconds remaining. There's Marangi for the line. Hops it out the back. Probably not the right option. Still alive here, Campbelltown City. Jordan Anderson has it. 8 metres out from the line. Arm goes up, last tackle. They put it through their hands. Out wide. They need to get the kick away, Campbelltown City. On the last, they might not need to kick. I think it's Perumal for the line. No, it's a try, Campbelltown anyway. Try to the Kangaroos. 22-20, kick from beside the uprights. Seconds remaining. Surely we couldn't go to Golden Point. Surely not the final game of the night goes to the wire.
No pressure on the goal kicker, but he needs to kick this to go to golden point.
Now, I just need to confirm the try scorer for Campbelltown City. It was the 7. It was the 7? Okay, Adrian Perumal getting the try in the 70th minute to make it 22-20. Kick to come. So there's no time on the clock. It was the 2. Okay, thank you. I didn't think it was the halfback. So that was Fayagali, I thought it was. So that's his second for the evening, Fayagali. So 22-20 is the scorer. 22-20 the score. Time is up. Time is up, so no time on the clock. Kick to tie, a miss, and it's a Camden win. So no pressure on the kick here for Twahu Kimura. He's got 2 from 3 this afternoon, or this evening. 2 from 3. 2 from 3, he's kicking. He's got a relatively easy kick. 10 metres out, just to the left of the uprights. So by footballing standards, this is a good kick to finish up with. He'll have all the time he wants with this final kick. The siren will sound after the conversion attempt. Time is up on our clock, so to put it into golden point. Flags are up, we're successful, there's the siren. Golden point it is. We go to extra time. We might take a quick breather. We've got a couple of minutes up our sleeve. It's 22-22 at the end of regulation. We'll be back with more in just a moment on MacArthurSportsRadio.com.
Don't forget to check us out online. Just search Group 6 League Live on Facebook.
Have you been at fault in a traffic accident recently? Do you need help settling an estate? Or are you just looking to settle that dream home deal? Then make sure you speak to the local team who can handle all matters in a friendly and professional manner at John Stonham & Co Lawyers. You need to make your 15-minute obligation-free appointment now to speak to the team who will take you through every step of the process. You can find John Stonham & Co Lawyers at Level 7, 171 to 179 Queen Street, Campbelltown, or call them now on 4628 1517. John Stonham & Co Lawyers are proud sponsors of Group 6 League Live.
The Reading Writing Hotline is there to help adults who have difficulties with reading, writing or spelling. Their number is 1300 655 06.
1300 655 06.
Go on, take the plunge.
Behind bathroom tiles, under vinyl floor covering and carpets. You might not know it, but homes built or renovated before 1987 may contain asbestos. In cement sheeting, corrugated roofing, almost anywhere. So if you're renovating or doing a bit of DIY and you don't know the dangers, you could be risking your own and your family's lives.
Is it my turn, Dad?
Are you playing renovation roulette? Find out at asbestosawareness.com.au.
The Bargo Sports Club is a family-friendly bowling club on the outskirts of the Southern Highlands, and they offer all the facilities you'd expect from a first-class club. Whether you're looking for a quiet place to sit back and relax with friends, the perfect venue for your special event, or even a challenging game of bowls, you're sure to find what you're looking for at Bargo Sports Club. Bargo Sports Club, 3580 Remembrance Drive, Bargo. Call 4684 1222. The Bargo Sports Club is the major sponsor of the Group 6 Rugby League.
Hi, Jonathan Thurston here. I play footy for my club, my state and my country, and I love it. But lots of people who enjoy participating in sport quit because they've been discriminated against or bullied. Maybe it's because they look different or speak with an accent. Who knows what I would have done if that happened to me. Sport is about respect for others, regardless of their background, race or religion. Everyone deserves a fair go. To keep your sport inclusive, safe and fair, go to playbytherules.net.au.
Give your club some exposure and publicity. Think of the reach you can have with live radio. MacArthur Sports Radio is the answer you're looking for. With years of experience and extensive sports knowledge, we can provide coverage of a single match or event.
We're going to come back here to Sid Sharp Oval. We're underway for the first half of extra time. Now, to explain, we have had a minor change to the rules in 2017. We have 5 minutes each way, then we go to golden point. So 5 minutes each way in extra time. If we're still level, we go to golden point from there.
Yeah, that's correct, Mike. And I'm just going to give all the listeners a bit of information. I called the Middleton Camden first grade game 20-all.
Yes, that's right.
I called Camden Campbelltown City last week 20-all. Called this one here today in the reserve grade
22-all.
22-all. Yeah, a bit hard for these teams carrying that extra 150 kilo around.
As we see Camden running right to left the first 5 minutes of extra time. On the last, the kick comes downfield. Not a bad-looking kick. That was Matty Kay. Downfield.
Yeah, that was a good kick. They've just got to have the chase to go with the kick now.
The chase is not bad. Campbelltown City bringing it out of their own end. They haven't changed ends. Campbelltown City running left to right, defending the Workers Club into the ground in the first period of extra time. So we'll stay with this to the end. Whether it be 10 minutes or less, we'll stay with it to the end. So 22-all the score. They're counting down 3:40 remaining in the first half of extra time. It's not a direct golden point. 5 minutes each way. If we're still level, then we go to golden point. That could be we could be here till midnight.
Yeah, we're all on overtime now, and unfortunately, I'll probably put the mocker.
Here's a chance for Campbelltown City down the right-hand side. There's a good run. That's your
I'll probably
your
put
boy,
Hiram Palutu.
Palutu on the last. Yep. Back to Campbelltown City across to the left-hand side. Lucas McDonald, not a bad-looking kick.
Thought he might have a shot at field goal there. He's only 30 metres out.
Decided to put it across field. The Rams have it 15 out from their own line. So we'll stay with this. And a lost ball from Camden. Lost ball Camden. Campbelltown City getting the scrum feed. 10 metres out from their own line. 20 in from touch. Or 10 metres out from the Camden line. 20 in from touch on the eastern side. So we're into we're into extra time. Even I need to correct myself on that. It's not golden point just yet.
Yeah, 2 minutes 41 and the clock has stopped. I thought under the new rules we couldn't stop the clock for cramp, but a couple of the Campbelltown City players obviously didn't have enough water today, and they've started to cramp up. As we have time back on, and Vartabay was straight through to Camara. Camara is tackled short of the line. And that was great defence from the Camden Rams.
They'll play it now, a metre out. We're back underway. It goes from dummy half. Is that a try? No. Short of the line. So play the ball. Campbelltown City have possession. They go back 5 metres. They get a penalty. Take the 2 is the call from the bench. Do they hear the message? Do they hear the message? I don't think they do. No, they do hear the message. They're going to take the 2. So the penalty count. 7-4 on our sheet for MacArthur Insulation.
Yeah, not sure whether that was the right option there to take the 2.
I think it's a good option.
Yeah, I know it's extra time, but they were all over the Rams there.
I think the right option there to take the 2 points. Get yourselves in front. There's only, what have we got? 1:40 remaining in the first half of extra time. So another 5 minutes after this. 90 seconds plus 5 minutes. Get your noses in front. 24-22 would be an advantage. Kumara. Twahu Kumara from the other side of the field. Same position, 10 metres out, just to the right of the uprights. He slotted one from the other side of the ground. So the penalty goal now from Kumara to make it 22-24. Campbelltown City in front. A minute remaining in the first half of extra time. So it'll be a straight switch at the halftime break. Barely time for a mouthful of drink. Kick is successful. So penalty goal to Campbelltown City. Sees them in front 24-22. So 24-22 the scoreline. And we've got under a minute remaining, or about 30 seconds remaining in the first half of extra time. So we were level at full time. And 24-22 the score. Can Campbelltown City hold on?
Yeah, lucky play there for the Campbelltown City Kangaroos as the play was made and the ball went backwards. Lucky for the Kangaroos.
As we see the Kangaroos with it now. That'll be the half-time hooter in the background any second now. There it is. There's the siren for half-time in extra time. And they take the tackle straight away, so that's half-time. Now they'll quickly change ends. The signal given from referee Ashkar, they'll just switch ends. Another 5 minutes. And if we are level, if Camden manage a penalty in the next 5 minutes and we are level at 24 all at full time or a level scoreline, then we go to golden point. Otherwise, it will be a final result in extra time in favour of the winning team. So 24-22 the score in favour of Campbelltown City. 24-22. Campbelltown City leads it. 5 minutes remaining. A short restart nearly into the head of Adrian Perumal. He managed to duck out of that one as we see the Kangaroos taking it forward from the restart. They are in front at 24-22 their way.
Yeah, and they're in control of this game because they've got the ball at the moment, but they are bringing it out of their own half. So Campbelltown City Kangaroos, they'll probably get one more chance. Camden will probably get 2 chances. We'll see what both teams can do. The Kangaroos need to get to the end of this set, probably kick it out. That'll waste a little bit of time.
Morangi plays at 8 short of halfway, looking for a quick play of the ball. Varjuve tries to get the kick away, doesn't do a very good job of it. Matty Kay holds onto the ball for Camden. Here's their chance. 41 metres out from the line, he'll play it. Comes to the left-hand side, there's Pat Daly with it. Good run from Daly, inside the 40.
Should have been a tackle.
Penalty to Campbelltown City.
Yeah, and I think it's been picked up for not playing the ball correctly here.
Penalty Campbelltown City.
Yeah, so that's he's
marker's
got that.
Not square.
No, he's actually got can't be a marker's not square. So
that's the signal he's given.
Yeah,
anyway.
well, Camden Rams had the ball and they played the ball, and he was actually facing the sideline when he played the ball.
So he's ruled not facing
so
goal.
He's obviously got the call.
Yep.
And he's got a late call because the penalty came almost at the next play.
So penalty for not playing the ball square, or not playing straight.
Yeah, and I actually saw one last night in the NRL game. I'm pretty sure it was Cohen Hess. He played the ball facing the grandstand last night.
As we see Campbelltown City with the ball inside the 40 now, 35 metres out. They're in front by 2, and we're down to 3 minutes remaining in extra time. 3 minutes to go. There's Morangi trying to break through the line, pops it out the back, finds Lucas McDonald, who throws it straight into row 3, and he knows he's blown a golden opportunity to seal it. The Roos holding on 24-22 inside the last 3 minutes of extra time. Kangaroos in front. The winner to meet Mittagong, the loser to meet Narellan. Time off. Time off. So inside the last 3 minutes as we get set for this grandstand finish. It's gone to goal. It's gone to extra time. First game under the new rules as we get back underway. The kick not coming. It'll be a run on the first from Camden over the quarter. As they take it up now, Camden to the 30. They need to get at least to halfway for a chance at a penalty goal if they can secure a penalty. 32 metres out. A slow play the ball. Comes. There's Sean Furness. That's more like it. Makes 10, 12 metres. Can he get the ball away? No. 3 of them there to stop him. He'll play the ball 7 short of halfway. Comes to the right-hand side, the open side. It looks like the lock forward in Andrew Horn playing it 2 short of halfway. Inside the last 3 minutes of extra time. Out wide, there's the centre there in Lane Storia. Hitting a solid tackle, calling for a high tackle. Crowd says, referee says no, importantly. On the last, up she goes. Matty Kay, spiral torpedo bomb. Good luck under that. Nobody knows anything about it. Bouncing, dead ball line. Back to the 27 tackle set. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Campbelltown City 24, Camden 22. Holding on for dear life. Only the 2-point margin. And we've got time off. What's it showing? 128. 128 remaining in the qualifying semi. Here's a chance for the Rams if they can force an error here and get a penalty. A tap taken. So they give it off now. 22 metres out from their own line on the first. Campbelltown City working from their own end in the last 90 seconds. There's a sloppy pass. Can Campbelltown City fall on it? No, they can't. Camden have it. Here's a chance for the Rams inside the last 90 seconds. Have they got one trick left in the bag? There's the front. There's a good run forward. I think that was Mitch Napoleon. Takes it forward to the 10. Penalty Camden. Strip. Penalty Camden for a strip. Surely they'll take the 2 here. Surely they'll take the 2. Surely they'll take the 2. Surely they'll take the 2 points. They'll take the 2 points on offer. The call's going for, they're taking the shot at goal. They're taking the shot at goal. They got the call in time. So we're going to tie it up, I would suspect, inside the last 60 seconds. 40 seconds remaining is the call. 40 seconds to go. A penalty to Camden to tie it up at 24-24. That would send us to Golden Point. From there, it would be first team to score wins, assuming the penalty is successful, and nothing is certain as yet.
Yeah, nothing like a bit of pressure for young Daniel Ingram here. He's got to put this over to put us into Golden Point.
So Ingram would be about 18 metres out, 19 in from touch on the western side. As they go, not a difficult kick. Conversion attempt, or the penalty attempt in the 80th minute of play to tie the game at 24. It's been a tight game all night. Ingram for the Rams. Moves into it now. He's got it. Flags are up. There's the siren. We're going to Golden Point. Ingram kicks the penalty after the siren to tie it at 24-24. This is going to Golden Point. So this is...
what do I say here? I got nothing to say.
A penalty just on the half-time and full-time siren sees us going to Golden Point for the first time in the format this year. So, update. We'll go to Golden Point extra time. A dramatic finish to the evening. So now we go to Golden Point extra time. So the score 24-24. And the teams don't change ends. Now we go into Golden Point. So we'll start one of those clocks.
We don't have to start a clock. What do you want to start a clock for?
So we can keep track of how long we go, because I suspect...
No, I'm not interested in that.
I'll take this one over here.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while. This has been a cracker of a game.
This has been a belter, Mark.
After the first half was a little bit boring, but this second half, the 5 minutes extra time, and now into Golden Point as Campbelltown City Kangaroos kick off.
And Camden have the ball, 10 out from their own line. We're underway. Now it's just straight Golden Point. How long are we going to go? Napoleon takes it to the 30 on the first. He's lost it in the ball. The referee's going to say penalty Camden. Penalty Camden.
Yeah, it's a bit far out there, 70 metres from the try line, so there'll be no kick at goal there.
No, you wouldn't think so. Penalty to the Rams. They find the line 40 metres out from the Camden line, so still 60 metres to go, or at least another 20 for a field goal attempt. We've had 35 seconds in the Golden Point period. We just go until somebody scores. Then it's a straight finish. The Rams on the attack, on halfway. Inside ball for Horn was a good one. He'll play at 8 inside the Campbelltown City half. Good run forward out of dummy half. That was Bentham with it. Bentham on the left-hand side. Can Camden fall on it? No, they can't. Campbelltown City. Jordan Anderson to the 40. Covering tackle was outstanding. 32 metres out. Kangaroos on the attack. They're bunched though. The Mobbies bunched the Kangaroos. They go right side out of dummy half. Down the right-hand side. Good run down there. That's a great run from Campbelltown City. They're inside the 10. No, Camden have come away with it. Camden have it. This is end-to-end rugby league. Just under 90 seconds gone in Golden Point. It's still 24-24.
Oh, well, I hope it's not 24-24 at the 24-hour mark. I'll be exhausted if this one goes much longer.
I don't think you're the only one. Camden have it 30 metres out from their own line.
Yeah, a lot of players cramping up with this extra time, so lucky there's no limited interchange.
I was about to make that point.
Trouble.
Lucky there's unlimited interchange. They can ring the changes as much as they like. Camden have it 3 short of halfway. Who's going to crack first? Who's going to have the opportunity first? Furness winds up that big frame of his. 8 metres inside Campbelltown City territory. That's the last. They'd be kicking from 50 plus for a field goal. Is anybody going to take the shot? No, they won't. They'll try and run it here on the last. Camden down the left-hand side. Kick over the top. Back on the inside is going to be cleaned up nicely there by Camara for Campbelltown City, and they get the penalty.
They're 90 metres away from the try line, so they're not going to have a shot at penalty goal from there.
2.5 minutes gone in Golden Point. 24-24 the score. Loving this. This is the nightcap here on MSR, MacArthurSportsRadio.com, your home for rugby league in the MacArthur. You've got bonus time tonight for Saturday night footy. How good is Group 6 Rugby League?
Oh, I love it. And we've still got the best games to come tomorrow.
That's right. We've got the first grade qualifying semi-final, 1:15, Campbelltown City and Thirlmere. 3 o'clock, the sudden death semi. Talk about tight football. Camden and Mittagong, 2 games, 2 draws, 2 20-all scorelines. It doesn't get tighter. 3 o'clock tomorrow, somebody's going to miss out.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, but that's rugby league. That's just how it is. Not everybody can be a winner.
We've got the Kangaroos 5 short of halfway in this reserve grade game. 24-24, the loser is alive next week. That's the upside for whichever team bows out or goes down tonight. There's the lock forward for Campbelltown City, taking it forward. That's a good run over the halfway line. As they play it now, 38 metres out. There's Marangi taking it forward.
Yeah, that was Richie Morrell that had that good run, the 13 for the
13's Richie
Campbelltown City side.
Richie Morrell in the 13. Vartuve, field goal attempt under the crossbar. Taken at the back, Reece Donovan inside his own 10. Probably not a bad result for the Kangaroos. They have to go the length to try and score here, the Rams.
Yeah, a bit hopeful there, 40 metres out, Vartuve. Yeah, a bit too far.
4 minutes gone, extra time, Golden Point. 24-24 the score. We go until somebody scores. Doesn't matter how long we go until it ends. And we'll stay with it right to the death here on MSR. The Rams, 38 out from their own line. There's the front row. Chris Brown, namesake, plays it 7 short of halfway.
Yeah, these Campbelltown City players are getting up very, very quick here in defence.
Marangi making a good one-on-one tackle on the opposite.
He's been good since he got out there, Marangi.
Yes, good. They named him twice.
That's like Wagga Wagga.
That's right, and Woy on the Central Coast. We'll keep the comedy for later. Here's the rugby league action. Kangaroos 30 metres out from their own line. Nearly 5 minutes gone in the Golden Point period. There is no turnaround. It's just straight one period of play till the end. The Kangaroos 10 short of halfway now. At least 20 metres for a field goal attempt, you would think. To kick from halfway, a high ball on the left-hand side. Looks like the second rower there in Jackham Johnson with it. 5 short of halfway, he'll play it now. They come to the left-hand side.
All the Camden players are offside then, so
ball out.
Lucky.
Ball up in the air, goes backwards, play on the
looked
court.
Like it went forward to me.
Here's a chance for the Kangaroos. There's Fayagali. Fayagali plays it.
Yep, 2 tackles to go.
30 metres out. Good opportunity for the Kangaroos here to put some points on. Inside ball for Kamara. They read it like tomorrow's front page. He's knocked over 22 metres out on the last. Surely the field goal will come. Vartuve charge down. Play on the call. Donovan takes it 3 out from his own line. Can he break through the line? No. He won't get through this time. 16 metres out. He's stopped. We've had nearly 6 minutes.
I'm going to put it out there that this game will be decided by somebody running more than 50 metres to score a try.
And I'd say you're probably right. I'll go the other option. There'll be a penalty goal to somebody.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping not.
We've got a sloppy play the ball here. Neither side wanting to commit an error, which is understandable. Sean Furness, he's been good off the bench for the Rams. 32 metres out from the line. He plays it. Time off.
Yeah, we got
well,
Reece.
We don't have time off because it's golden point.
Reece Tucker just went into that tackle on big Shawnee Furness and
He's
hurt
in
his
trouble.
knee.
He's coming straight off as well. At least he's trying to come straight off. As we see the Rams 35 out from their own line. They're going to make an interchange here. The Kangaroos are forced one with an injury. So they come to the right-hand side. They've got room on this side, the Camden Rams. Storia, referee says it's okay. No, referee says it went forward. Here's the chance for the Kangaroos. 40 metres out.
There's another one I'm not sure about, but
that was questionable, that one.
That was questionable. Just a reflection off the glass there. I think my eyes might have deceived me.
No, I don't think it did.
That was knock on, but
I don't think it did. I thought the same thing in commentary. It looked like it went. It looked like it went back.
Yeah, both teams looking very tired here. So the winner out of this will be whoever's got to play next week. So
Mittagong plays the winner.
Yeah, so Mittagong I want them to play till midnight. And Dan Beedshaw, if you're listening, good luck tomorrow, champ, and I'll see you at Harvey Shepherd.
We'll see you out there during the day. The Kangaroos have the scrum win, 40 metres out. Fayagali straight up the middle. Good run from Fayagali. He's lost the ball in the tackle. He's lost the ball in the tackle. Chance for a counter attack from Camden. Fayagali slow to his feet. He's all right though. He heads back into position. Camden have it, 3 short of halfway. We've had nearly 8 minutes of golden point time. Still 24-24 the score. Neither side going to blink at the moment. 45 metres out. Error from Camden in the play the ball. Error from Camden in the play the ball. So the scrum feed goes Campbelltown City's way. So the scrum feed goes to Campbelltown City, 5 short of halfway. Wow, this is a grandstand finish to Saturday night footy. The finals have begun. How good is this?
Yeah, the finals began about 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, all the games were absolute crackerjacks a couple of weeks ago.
And as for last Saturday night down at Thormy Sports Ground with Thormy and the Oaks in first grade, that was a barnstormer.
Plenty of teams happy with seeing the back of the Oaks.
Oh, damn straight. I reckon there's at least 5 teams going around this week in first grade that are happy to see Mitch Brasington sitting in the outer. As we see the Kangaroos 30 metres out. Do they want a field goal here, the Kangaroos? I'd take it early if I was them. On the attack, there's the second rower taking it forward. That's Tufuni. Tufuni keeps it alive out the back. Still going inside the 30. 25 metres out. 22 in from touch, western side.
Yeah, all the directions are run at the post, run at the post, run at the post. So
there's a good run, Jackham Johnson, 20 metres out. I'd take it now. Take it now.
Vartavay's in position.
If you're a Kangaroo, take it now. Ball comes back. McDonald on the right. That's away to the right-hand side. It's not going to go dead. Here's a chance. Donovan for the Rams. What can he do? Nothing. Won't get through the line this time.
Yeah, good defence there from Campbelltown City. Good chase. Terrible kick. That's 3 shots that the Kangaroos have had, and none of them have been anywhere near the goalposts.
I don't think Camden's had the ball inside the attacking 30, have they?
Yeah, no. Reece Donovan's
maybe one play.
Reece Donovan's still down on the far side.
He's in all sorts of trouble. We've had nearly 10 minutes in the golden point period. Reece Donovan's in all sorts of trouble. He's barely moving out there. That's a concern.
Yeah, he hasn't moved at all since that tackle.
That's a worry. Keep an eye on that. I'll follow the play. Storia over the 40 million.
Yeah, lucky that tackle was made because he can motor too, Storia.
As the ball comes back to the left-hand side, there's Riley Thompson finding half a gap. Nearly getting through the line. Good one-on-one defence there. That was well made there. The tackle as they call play on. Ball still alive. They come to the right-hand side. There's Napoleon, one-on-one play on the call. Campbelltown City have the ball. One-on-one, 3 short of halfway.
Yeah, I know that was a one-on-one strike, Mike, but I'm sure that was a knock-on by Campbelltown City.
Referee goes play on. Down the short side, Fayagali to the 40. We've got time off. Not that it matters.
Yeah,
stop our clock, 10:34 we've had.
That's for young Donovan. He still hasn't moved over there, so there's a bit of concern. Bit of concern on the far side, and I can see Vartavay getting some attention from the trainers as
like
well.
A left hand maybe for Vartavay.
Yeah, it's probably why.
Cramp.
Yeah, it's probably why he didn't take that last kick at field goal.
Yeah. We've had 10 minutes 34. We have stopped our clock. 10 minutes 34 into Golden Point. 24-24 the score. Campbelltown City 40 metres out. I'll paint the scene. 40 metres out. towards the Workers Club end, 5 metres in on this western side, the broadcast side of Sid Sharp Oval.
Yeah, well, it's after 8 o'clock, so it's way past my bedtime.
Yeah, I've still got a little bit of time before curfew gets called tonight for me, so I'm all right.
Yep, I can tell you that those dressing gowns from the Campbelltown City bench, they look pretty warm.
I tell you what, they look very inviting right now, don't they?
Yeah,
just quietly.
I might have to speak to Alex Melville and see if I can't get me one of them for another night game. Maybe next week at Mittagong.
At Mittagong, yes.
We might need to rug
Although
up.
I think, without preempting too much, we might be able to sneak upstairs where we'll be nice and warm up in the broadcast box. We'll see how we go about that for next week. Around the grounds in the NRL, 32 minutes gone at Shark Park. And you're not going to like this, Dunny. Roosters 12, Sharks 2. They're going to the bunker.
Mate, I just had a quick look to see who the man in the middle was. And I can tell you, the man in the middle, he does not like the Sharks. I can't name him, but I know he doesn't like the Sharks. So this is very concerning here for Donovan, the trainer, and actually there's 2 trainers over there with him, and he still hasn't moved.
No, this is quite concerning for Reece Donovan, and we don't want to send any alarms going off here for the Camden supporters, but this is quite concerning. He hasn't moved for several minutes since he made that tackle. So this is a worry. We hope that he is well. Actually, we might do that. We might take 30 seconds while we have the opportunity. We'll come back with more in a moment on MacArthurSportsRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Lane Beachley. Did you know Australians have recycled over 30 million printer cartridges through Cartridges for Planet Art? That adds up to 13,000 tonnes of valuable resources that people like you have saved from landfill. Help us keep up the good work. Drop your used original cartridges into the special boxes of participating retail outlets. Or get a box for your workplace. Find out more at cartridges.planetart.org.
Don't forget to check us out online. Just search Group 6 League Live on Facebook.
Have you been at fault in a traffic accident recently? Do you need help settling an estate? Or are you just looking to settle that dream home deal? Then make sure you speak to the local team who can handle all matters in a friendly and professional manner at John Stonham & Co Lawyers. You need to make your 15-minute obligation-free appointment now to speak to the team who will take you through every step of the process. You can find John Stonham & Co Lawyers at Level 7, 171 to 179 Queen Street, Campbelltown, or call them now on 4628 1517. John Stonham & Co Lawyers are proud sponsors of Group 6 League Live.
The Reading Writing Hotline is there to help adults who have difficulties with reading, writing or spelling. Their number is 1300 655 06.
1300 655 06.
Go on, take the plunge.
Behind bathroom tiles, under vinyl floor covering and carpets. You might not know it, but homes built or renovated before 1987 may contain asbestos. In cement sheeting, corrugated roofing, almost anywhere. So if you're renovating or doing a bit of DIY and you don't know the dangers, you could be risking your own and your family's lives.
Is it my turn, Dad?
Are you playing renovation roulette? Find out at asbestosawareness.com.au.
The Bargo Sports Club is a family-friendly bowling club on the outskirts of the Southern Highlands, and they offer all the facilities you'd expect from a first-class club. Whether you're looking for a quiet place to sit back and relax with friends, the perfect venue for your special event, or even a challenging game of bowls, you're sure to find what you're looking for at Bargo Sports Club. Bargo Sports Club, 3580 Remembrance Drive, Bargo. Call 4684 1222. The Bargo Sports Club is the major sponsor of the Group 6 Rugby League.
Hi, Jonathan Thurston here. I play footy for my club, my state and my country, and I love it. But lots of people who enjoy participating in sport quit because they've been discriminated against or bullied. Maybe it's because they look different or speak with an accent. Who knows what I would have done if that happened to me. Sport is about respect for others, regardless of their background, race or religion. Everyone deserves a fair go. To keep your sport inclusive, safe and fair, go to playbytherules.net.au.
Give your club some exposure and publicity. Think of the reach you can have with live radio. Macarthur Sports Radio is the answer you're looking for. With years of experience and extensive sports knowledge, we can provide coverage of a single match or event through to a full season's coverage, from round one to a grand final win. There's a range of packages available for clubs and sponsors alike. Let us know about your club or competition through macarthursportsradio.com or find us on Facebook. We're passionate to get behind our expanding stable of sports, so become a part of our family today.
Don't forget to check us out online. Just search Group 6 League Live on Facebook.
Okay, welcome back here to Sid Sharp Oval in Oakdale. I can tell you it is full time. Mark Dunny's downstairs. He's just been on the horn with me. It looks like the game is going to be ended as it is right now. Unfortunately, this does look like, yeah, there's the full-time whistle in the background. So it is full-time. It is 24-all. So we don't have a winner. I can't bring you further information. I have heard a suggestion of a possible replay midweek. That's what I'm hearing, a suggestion of a possible replay midweek. So at the moment, as it stands, it's 24-all at full time. We don't have a winner, and this is a little unusual for finals football to not have a winner at the end of a match, but due to the serious injury to Rhys Donovan, they have decided to abandon or end the match. I won't say abandon the match. They have ended the match, and they won't continue playing tonight. We will do our best in the next little while. We'll stay with it for another few minutes to see if we can get a further update, A, on the condition of Rhys Donovan, and B, on what's going to happen between now and, well, I'm not quite sure when, but I would imagine the replay would have to be on a probably Tuesday or a Wednesday night, perhaps. I'm guessing. Without knowing any information, I would be guessing maybe a Tuesday or a Wednesday night semi-final replay. I would imagine if any, the one that comes to mind automatically would be somewhere like Victoria Park at Picton would be the obvious venue. Possibly at Harvey Shepherd Field. We're just speculating up here in the box as to what it might be, but this is purely speculation.
The game has been called off at a draw. At this stage, 26-all with a possible replay.
So yes, what we're hearing is there's talk of a replay during the week at some stage. Obviously that's to be confirmed by the group. So the game has come to an end tonight. Obviously our best wishes to Rhys Donovan